Hey everybody. It's Friday today, so we're going to be doing match day 20. You can see yesterday Leanne Roberts had a defensive punt against me, but I couldn't really make her pay for it. She put the one on table tennis. That's not really a punt. That's more of me missing a question that wasn't particularly hard and, getting less off for it. Um, Otherwise, off we go. Looks like yeah, we played pretty good defense against both opponents, even though I think we assigned them nearly the same points. That felt okay. Um, but let's have a look at match day 20. Question 1. Although Arnold Schwarzenegger is slated to take over the franchise in the 2016-17 season, to date, every season of all American versions of the NBC reality series The Apprentice, including spin-offs, was hosted by Donald Trump, with one exception. Who hosted this non-Trump Apprentice, which aired in the fall of 2005? Martha Stewart, I think. Um, Yeah, there was a Martha Stewart Apprentice. I remember that. I never saw it, but I remember it being advertised, I think. So that makes sense. All right. Question 2. Methanoic acid, HCOOH, a colorless liquid used in electroplating, dyeing, and tanning, is more commonly known by a name derived from the Latin word for ant because the acid was first discovered as a secretion from the insect. What is the common name for this acid, or the Latin word from which it's derived? Somewhat oddly, the Latin word is also used for a well-known composite laminate. Okay, this is formic acid. Yeah, I know it was discovered in ants. Formica is the Latin word for ant. That is a composite laminate. It's funny because there's also a linoleic acid. I wonder if that's going to get anybody. Um, but anyway, yeah, that would be formic acid. Um, One of the simplest acids. Who is, it's still barely just 28 years of age, by far the biggest selling Barbadian artist in the history of pop music. Rihanna is the answer. Rihanna's from Barbados. Um, I don't really have anything much else to say. She has a large number of huge hits and is got to be the best selling one. Um, Question 4. The southeastern Nigerian states of Abia, Akwa Ibom, Anambra, Bayelsa, Cross River, Delta, Ebonyi, Enugu, Imo, and Rivers cover the area that was from 1967 to 1970. What republic? Okay, this one I'm going to label the keeper of the day. There was a small republic that was a breakaway state in what is now southeastern Nigeria, called Biafra. And so the thing to know here is that Biafra was a split off republic from Nigeria. This is something that comes up in trivia a decent bit. Okay. An animal referred to in French as la grenouille is known in English as what? Grenouille. Okay. Yeah, so usually I look for cognates in Spanish. And today, those are not readily apparent. But I'm wondering if I'm going about that the wrong way. I know I've seen this word before. And if that's true, I would say it's very likely that the place I've seen that word is on menus. Just because most of my exposure to French words in print, especially animals, will have been food. And so what isn't it? It's not a chicken. It's not a cow. It's not snails. I don't think I've seen turtle on the menu, turtle soup or anything like that. Maybe it's a fish of some kind. Could be. A frog? Frog's legs? Grenouille frog? Spanish frog is rana. Granui, rana. Those could have the same Latin root, right? Granui. Yeah, frog legs. Frog legs. I'm in. Okay. We're gonna go with frog. Not sure if that's right. And questions, but that's the best I'm gonna do. And I feel like there's a decent chance there. It's not anything else obvious, and that's the sort of thing that you would want to, that you would ask about because there was that path to getting it right, as opposed to if it's like just an ibex or something. It's where you'd never have seen it in print anyway. Question 6. What is the term in the sport of cricket for the segment of time that a team or an individual batsman has a turn batting at the wicket? Okay. A team's time at batting cricket is called an innings. And I'm interested if he's going to take inning, if anybody says that, because it is, the singular is innings, an innings. Okay. If frog is right, we are having a good day. If frog is wrong, we're having a pretty good day. So I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, defending a couple people I've met. First, Brandon Cunningham was on our team for the Maryland City Championship last weekend. Smart fella, knows his games in sports, especially knows his games. I know that. But does he know cricket? All right. I guess that I can take a look and see if he got that LBW question a while ago. I think that's the only cricket question there's been. And he may not have been in LearnedLeague at that point, but we'll see. Oh, okay. So we missed the Silverstone question. Missed Le Mans. This is European sports. Missed polo. All right. I feel like this is a half decent reason to say cricket. To at least put some points on cricket. I think Rihanna's from Barbados is like facile, isn't it? I mean, like that's just extremely easy. I feel like Martha Stewart Apprentice is fairly easy. I feel like maybe Formic, and Biafra are getting up there. World history of 386. Yeah, I think we can put a 3 on that. I think we can put a 2 on Frog. 2 on Formic. I guess we'll put a 1 on innings. He may miss any of these. I feel better about that just because, like, I don't know. If you know a couple terms from cricket, that's certainly one of the ones you would know. Anyway, and here's Choyan. Choyan's good at language. All right. Well, in that case, I'll put the 1 there. We're still going to put a 2 on Formic, just because I think Science 640 may not have even heard of it. It's possible they did though. TV 73%. 1 for Martha Stewart Apprentice. The Rihanna question. Spot music's 47%, but I don't even care. Like that's just so easy. World history 73%. 2 there maybe. 3 for innings. Sort of hate this. Sort of super hate this. I don't like giving Choyan Manjrekar a 3 on a cricket question. Purely for stereotypical reasons. I mean, it's much more likely that his parents or some other members of his family are into cricket than it is that Brandon Cunningham's are, I think. Maybe I give a 1 there. Where's our 3? Formic acid, 3. Then a 2 on Frog. Maybe. Gross. I don't like that, but it's kind of the best I can do. All right, that's what we're gonna do. Note that really what I'm saying there is that on the subcontinent, cricket's very popular, like the most popular sport, and that gives me pause as to giving him more points than that on that topic. This is the sort of thing that LearnedLeague makes you do. It is often really, really stupid. It makes you feel very like bad about yourself for having to think through these things in this way, but sometimes you have to. And I don't think it's like aggressive stereotyping to say that it's more likely that someone who is like more likely to have parents who are into cricket might know more about it, and that's just going to be highly statistically likely. So anyway, much more so than other things. So I'll go ahead and submit that. We have Martha Stewart, we have Formic, we have Rihanna, we have Biafra, we have Frog, and we have Innis Frog. Yes. All right. Like it. All right. Very happy. Okay, we're gonna go away. I'm gonna look up Mandrakar to see if I actually accidentally gave someone from Iran a lot of points, or someone whose background is Iranian, or something else. But I think he's Indian, isn't he? Anyway. All right. Have a good day, everybody. Bye-bye.